If you're somebody that has been watching my channel, thank you for watching my channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Sven. And if you do like the video, please subscribe and like and share the video if you can. It helps me grow my channel. So enjoy and watch it till the end. So when you actually come into the house, you'll be greeted by this entrance. So we changed a few things in here. Obviously color and paint was a big one. We painted the door. It was natural wood, but looked pretty bad. We never saw it because it was done before. Then we added the chandelier obviously in here and a small medallion that would fit on here. We did put in some carpets on the stair, which I'll show you in a second, but did put some of our bigger paintings that we have in here. Bought some antiques in town, so yeah, that's what you see here. The stairs with the carpet on it. Never thought I'd like it, but the dogs sure do. Okay, so in the olden days, people had sort of a reception. They invited people in their parlor, and this is what we're gonna enter now. So coming in, quite a few changes here. Color-wise for sure, it's definitely brightened up, but let me show you around. Or you can look around. Definitely comfortable to sit here, have a cocktail, and relax and watch people go by. One of the things I do want to point out as we move around the room here is the fireplace and the pocket doors. So they still work, they are still around, and very happy that that still functions. We hardly close them, but good to know that they exist. And of course, one of my favorite things in the house, my carousel horse from around 1860. Love that. And while we were in Charlottetown at the flea market, I do want to show you the fireplace that we picked up. It's not installed yet, but it will be, not installed, but it will be attached, and we'll put some electric light behind it. Never was a real fireplace, but we did pick that up for $175, the whole unit, and we're gonna spray paint it and get it put down and put some lights behind it, so make it look like a real fireplace. Semi-real. I do have a question for people. Now, this is a mantle that was in the house that is nothing behind it. I mean, there's just the wall behind it. It was never a chimney. It was just never existed. It feels like that whole entire fireplace was just there for show. So if you know why that was done in the old days, please leave a comment below. I would love to know why they existed, what decoration it was, what they used this really for. I mean, we're gonna make it look like a fireplace, which is what I think is great, but what was it before all that? So let me know, leave a comment below. I would love to know why in the old days they had a fake fireplace, or a real fireplace mantle, but a fake fireplace there. Comments below. So the parlor here, and beside the parlor we have the living room, probably the most grand room in the house, simply because of the crown molding it does have. Again, no major changes here besides the fireplace. We're going to be replacing with, actually we're going to put in a stove, and that's going to be probably the most, the biggest changed. Tiles, and we're going to tile the sides of it, and we'll see what that will be looking like. Again, only cosmetic changes, painting, put in a chandelier. We did change some of the outline here, obviously putting curtains, but we added the trim around it. So that was done, and that probably was the biggest change in here. The floors and things throughout the house didn't need to be changed, which was great. But that's now a dining room, and it looks fabulous. Love it. Okay, now this is the small hallway that sort of connects all the rooms together. We did find this beautiful antique telephone that we installed. I wish it would work. It does ring, okay, we did, and that's great. Now, I do want to ask people of their opinion. Now, come on, in here. Don't mind the mess in here. I do want to remind you. But I have been told in old homes that under the staircase, when it was locked up like this, and I don't know if you can see that, but there's a wall and there's an empty space behind it. Now, I've been told in the old days, they used to leave things behind there, like plants and documents and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if it's true, so if you do know of that, or if you have heard it or have seen in old houses that the first staircase had documents or information, let me know, because if that is the case, I'm gonna be trying to put, and the lights just went on and off, that's okay. That's a little chimney. I'll tell you that story another time. But if not, I would love to drill a little hole in it, put a camera behind it, and see if there's something in there. So if you do know it's true, leave a comment down below letting me know, and also let me know if I should do it or not. But I would love to know if there is something behind there. So we'll see. Now, the biggest change is probably the renos we did in the little bathroom, the mudroom, and the kitchen. So why don't you come in and I'll explain a little bit on what we've done. And I got an itchy nose. So, in here, as you remember, there was no island. So we got an island installed, which is beautiful. There was sort of a counter, a breakfast counter on this side, we removed that. There was a little working area here and a big pantry. We never liked it, it didn't make sense to us, so we got rid of that all. We got this brand new. We're lucky enough that whoever ordered the kitchen ordered it from the place where here in Summerside, and we were able to get the exact same thing. So we got some pantry, got something for dishes, additional storage on top, and of course the island here, which I think makes it much better for the kitchen. We changed the countertops to this style, which is much better, and you can have a look at that. And then of course we tiled the backsplash, and this is a design that my partner came up with, but I think it's beautiful, so it's gorgeous. And if you look around on this side, we also put a backsplash in. There used to be that microwave in here that went down to here, sort of was sticking there. There was not a lot of room to cook. We installed the hood fan, got this tiled. Also the oven that was in here was not properly, well, it was installed, but we didn't like it. There was a lot of white space here, a lot of white space here as well. And literally, really was made for something like this, where we now have a microwave and a convection oven. That is from KitchenAid that we purchased and installed here. So some other things we changed is the chandelier. Obviously, there was a light over there. We had it moved. Got the medallion in here as well. Found this on Marketplace, the chandelier. All the other chandeliers are from Wayfair. We got some really great deals there. But this one was from somewhere on Prince Edward Island. I think it was North Rustico. So beautiful place, beautiful piece, I wanted to say. So really happy about that. Down here on the island, we did install what do you call that? A mini fridge or a wine fridge. So there's some lights in here you can see. Love that. Definitely a great thing. We had that in our last house, so we wanted to get that again. And then just the fridge, a new fridge and a new dishwasher. I hated the fridge we had before because the water was on the inside, so didn't like that. We wanted to replace that. Yeah, that's about for the kitchen. So definitely changes. Have some lights on top as well. That's sort of a background lighting that I installed. There was plugs up there, so we were able to do that. So very happy. I really like the kitchen now. And you can actually still have your breakfast nook kind of thing for children. Our children are adults. They are not gonna sit here for breakfast, but that was a good thing that we did here. So yeah. Now let me show you the biggest change, which is the bathroom, and let me show you a little bit more about that. This was probably the biggest change in the house, was the bathroom. That is an addition that was added on to the house, we don't know when. There's just a different foundation. It's not the stone foundation that the house has. But we ripped that out. It was an ugly green toilet, as you saw, and installed a new one, but literally took out the ceiling, took out the floor down to the dirt, and basically reinstalled. There was a lot of dry rot that needed to come out. Like today, a little bit different from what it was. As you remember, it had that pink wallpaper. Most of it is still behind there, so we did rip out some of the walls, the floor, and then of course we get look at the toilet, so different from the green one that was there before. And here's now, because this is our guest bathroom down here, has the washer and the dryer in here as well. And as you can see, they're actually on top of each other, but not really stacked. They're in their own compartments. So the dryer has its own space and the washer, and that's a concept my partner has seen and we wanted to have in here. So, and then of course in here you got all your toiletries and other beautiful things, and your laundry detergents. Yeah, Pseudomax laundry, do it yourself. It's us, unfortunately, that has to do with that. But yeah, big change from what it was before. So yeah, great results. Now the other bigger change in the house, besides the kitchen and the laundry room slash bathroom or half bathroom, was this mudroom. Now the mudroom had half linoleum floor, wood floor, whatever it was, plywood, and a whole match of things. So we changed it, and come on in. There used to be a smaller door in here that opened. We got this installed, which we love, as the dog food and stuff is up here. That wasn't insulated before that wall, so it was really cold in this room. So we got that insulated. The top is still gonna be stuff blown in for insulation, but definitely changed, and love that. Coat hangers, we got that, and then obviously the big change are the walls and the floor, and I love these tiles. It's probably something we continue in the house as we do more renovations and remodeling. But we added on some of the moldings that were not here to make it true to the house, because it is a newer edition, and installed some different hardware, etc. But one thing I do want to point out is the light. The light actually was the hallway light in the entrance, and we didn't want to get rid of it. I love that. It's beautiful glass and simple, but it fits in here perfectly. So okay, this is the bedroom now, what it looks like today. One of the big things we changed in here is obviously the colors. We put some curtains up. We moved the bed as we did not like it the way it was. The chandelier was a big thing for us in here. And then you will notice throughout the house, and you may have noticed it already, the medallions in every ceiling light that we did. We did some exchanges as well, obviously besides the painting of the handles. And then, yeah, that's the bedroom. That's all. You can go. So probably one of the biggest transformations in here is this closet. That is something we bought on Facebook Marketplace from a family down in Charlottetown. So we love this piece, it's huge. And then of course, if you look around, you can see the staircase. We've changed all that. One of the major things we wanted to change is the wall that was over here on this side. So As you remember, that was really blue. We changed that, and of course all the trim, we made sure it's brighter, it's lighter. Yeah, and that's about all there is. We put up some things and all the trims and everything is white. Like I said, that is one of the biggest changes here upstairs in the hallway. But look at that detail of carvings. If you do know anything about this or have seen this before, let us know. I would love to know more about it and where that came from. I've been told it's from Ireland, but we're not quite sure. Leave a comment below in the description and let us know. Thank you. Come in this room. This is our first guest bedroom. A lot of changes here, as you saw, made it sort of a little bit of a pinkish color, which I definitely love. New light fixture, the medallion here as well, and brighten up the room definitely. So why don't you have a look around and see what it is all about. Okay, why don't you follow us into the second bedroom? Come in here. As you may recall, we had that big orange stripe somewhere in here and we changed that. So again, new light fixture, the medallion, obviously curtains, and made this into a guest bedroom as well. But have a look around. you recall that, we bought that in Charlottetown of a young couple for $100. Now there is still 2 rooms which we're not going to show, which is going to be a future bathroom and my office. Not very nice, so I'm not going to show that because it's not done yet. Not to the way we want to, but why don't you come along? Changes in here. We did use the light, the old light that was in our bedroom, in the master bedroom, and put it in here actually, and moved that into my office, the other one that was in here. Didn't do many changes yet. That will probably become more so in a year or so. Want to exchange the shower to something a little bit more nicer, and then yeah, but the rest is pretty good. We leave that as it is. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. And please subscribe, like, and share the video. Like I said earlier on, it helps me grow my channel. And next week, we're gonna be checking out the attic, and like I promised, and the basement. And do let me know in the comments about the stairs. As you saw earlier, I want to know if there could be something in that empty space behind those stairs. Let me know in the comments below. See you next week. That's how we live in Canada. Canadian life.